Like you.
Like you.
Like you, we're delegates to the Republican State Convention.
Like you, we care what happens to Iowa,
our United States,
and the world.
Like you, we believe in conservative values.
we believe in freedom,
Liberty.
Justice and peace.
Like you, we know we live in troubled times.
With enemies seen and unseen.
And we're willing to stand up and fight for what's right.
Like you, we're spending our hard-earned time and money to come to the Republican Convention.
and work for a stronger party.
And just like you,
We want to recognize what is great about Iowa
And America.
And give our children a world better than the one we have now.
We urge you to take just 20 minutes
and watch the beginning of this video.
If you like it, keep watching.
We believe that everyone can recognize truth and wisdom when it is presented.
We've recognized a great man,
and we are sure you will too.
It's for my future.
We are indeed standing upon the shoulders of giants, men like Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, and the founder of our party, Abraham Lincoln. Now there is another such giant, but he's been kept a secret. We have all had to learn about this man on our own and from each other, outside the mainstream media, because what is shown on regular television, newspapers, and radio is controlled now by major companies with their own interests. For their own reasons, they hardly mention this man, even though there are now millions of us behind him. Did you know that in December of 2007 we set the all-time world record, beating all other Republican and Democrat and other candidates for the most contributions in one day? Over 100,000 people reached into their pockets and gave this great man over $6 million in one day. Nothing like this has ever happened before. The media ignored us. We set the world record and it was hardly mentioned. In fact, we gave over $18 million in contributions in the fourth quarter of 2007, more than any other Republican candidate, and got more contributions from military personnel than any other candidate either, Republican or Democrat. In the 4 weeks around Super Tuesday, January 16th through February 10th, there were 2,188 stories about presidential candidates in the mainstream media. But here's how the news coverage broke down in that time. Of the 2,188 stories, 756 of them profiled Hillary Clinton. Barack Obama was featured in 760 of them, John McCain in 674, Mitt Romney, 424, even Mike Huckabee, 281. But Ron Paul was only mentioned in 4 of these stories. Tell us this, if you can. Please explain this. Why does the world record fundraising candidate in December garner virtually no media coverage? We can document these numbers for you at the convention. However, without talking about the whys and wherefores of this media coverage, we would at least like to make up for this media gap, assuming that you probably have not gotten to see anything about our candidate, Ron Paul. Now, because the mainstream media ignored our candidate for the 4 weeks around the Super Tuesday primaries, any footage you see of him here that's in mainstream media has been taken before that period.